Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome back to more of the 2002 Pascal paper. We're on question number 14 right now, and question 14 says, a class of 30 students wrote a history test. Of these students, 25 of them achieved an average of 75%. So they didn't all get 75%, but we do have an average. So we start thinking of, okay, how do we calculate averages? We need the total mark they got divided by the 25 students. So the sum of all their marks being the total mark, and then divide by 25. Okay. The other 5 students achieved an average of 40%. The class average on the history test was closest to, and we're given a bunch of options here. All right. So 5 students got 40%. Most of them get an average of 75%. I would guess we're just based on these numbers here that the bulk of them are tended sort of towards the 75%. I'm going to rule out things like 46 and 58 just on principle. I'm also tempted to rule out 63, so I think the answer is either 71 or 69. I'd probably bet on 71 myself. But we'll see how it goes. But I think we can just, thinking about it, narrow it down to a couple answers. But let's see how we can actually solve this question using mathematics. Okay, so 25% achieved an average of, or 25 achieved an average of 75%. Well, how do we calculate averages? So we calculate the average by, let's not say total, let's say sum of percent earned. Divided by the number of students. Okay. So if we know that 25 students had an average of 75%, we know that if we rearrange this, we can say 25 times 75% equals, and let's just grab our calculator, make sure we do this properly. 25 times 75, and we treat the percent as though we're units. 1875%. So if we added up all the percents of all the test scores of those 25 students, it would equal 1,875%. Similarly, we know that 5 of the students gain an average of 40%. So we can rearrange this, 5 times 40%, that's 200%. I will just write a little summary. Okay, but we want the average of all 30 students. So we don't know what that average is, but we do know it's over 30 students, and we want the total marks earned. Well, we know 25 of them earned 1,875%, and the remaining 5 earned 200%. So now we can just add these. We couldn't just add 75 and 40. You can't just add averages. You have to work out the total amounts, add those, unless you're willing to weight the average. But we can add these, 20, 75%, all over 30, and we can grab our calculator. 2075 divided by 30, and we get 69.166 repeating, and we keep that percent in there. So this is closest to 69%, and that was one of our answers, one of the two that we had it narrowed down to, just based on intuition. A small number of students can't really drag down a large number of students, so the mark couldn't stray that far from 75%. So we have an answer of B. All right. So we're going to tackle another question, question number 15, in the very next video. I look forward to taking a look at that with you.